All right, my man, talk to me, man. Chris,
What's up? How you been?
what's going on, man? Look at you balling, right?
Yeah, kind
Talk to me,
of.
man. How's it going, man? I've been trying to get you on for like a minute, man.
Yeah, I was every time every time we would try to work it out, it was always like
I
it was
know.
always just it was always just a bad time.
There's always
But
something, man. Yeah. What's going on, man? How you liking it, man?
it's cool. I mean, it's a lot to learn because
Yeah.
like we work closely with the EPA along with because like our PLCs monitor emissions.
Gotcha.
So um like we not only do we work closely with the EPA, we also like the program that we work with is is like designed entirely by the company that I work for.
Gotcha.
So it's a lot of like company specific and government specific policies that I have to read up on and learn.
Right.
So um it's
First of all, first
it's
of
it's a
all,
lot to learn, but it's not like it's the job itself is easy. Like
yeah,
I read documents and I plug in the information. Like
yeah.
that's all it is.
First of all, you came to class when? You came to class in was it
18.
2018, right?
No, wait.
No,
The end of 2017,
was it
and
was it
then
was
like
it
we had ours was like the end 2017, like going like it was like into like January
gotcha.
2018.
So when you came to me, how old were you though?
18 turned 19, like during
Yeah.
like while I was like in
Wait,
the
so that
class.
means right now you're 22,
Yes, sir.
and dude, you're already in the IT game, like doing your thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I couldn't believe it either. I couldn't believe it.
I know, right? Like, remember
But at
all
the
those
same
times?
time, like I was like, I've been trying to do this for 4 years. Like it's about time.
Yeah, it's
But
about
like
time, right?
realizing I'm so much younger than all my coworkers,
Yeah.
I
Yeah, how does
mean,
that
it's not something that I'm not used to because I came from a bank before this, but
okay.
but still, like, it's
Yeah, nice. So you remember all those times where I used to hammer you guys or do your projects and all that good stuff? Like, look at you now.
hmm
Yo. So wait, so talk about the whole interview experience and stuff, right? So like when you like how did that whole thing like how did you take your experience from the class to that interview? Like, were you nervous? Like, what did they ask you? I know you and we discussed like some sequel questions and all that good stuff. But man, share it, man. Like
Um,
you're the youngest. You're the youngest person that has ever gotten a job after they came through the class. Like 22. That's pretty young. That's like you're like above like yeah, like you're on your way like big time. Like for real, like big time. Like you have no idea. Like when I was 22, I was not no. Yeah, like you're like, and I will have also have to say that out of all the students that I trained, you were by far the smartest. I will
I
say that
appreciate
because
that.
you were the one student that picked it up like that. Like you just yeah, he just got it. Like he was just on point, you know what I'm saying? And I find that with a lot of the younger people. But with you, like it was abundantly clear. I was just like, you know what? Nah, man. Like you gotta get a job like ASAP, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, talk to us
Gi-
about
give
that, man.
me, give me one,
What's that?
give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Apologies, kids.
Yeah, that's fine, man. All right, man. Talk to us about that whole interview thing, man. How'd that go, man? How'd you transition from the course to the interview?
Um, so it's funny. So this, I'm not gonna lie, this job kind of fell into my lap.
Okay.
Um, it was actually a friend of mine that, you remember I used to work at Tropical Smoothie.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah. So it was
I was like,
an old
what is this
coworker
guy
of
doing?
mine. Yeah,
Yeah.
he worked there for a little bit whenever I
Yeah.
was there, and he was in school for, I think, computer science, and he ended up leaving and like focusing on school, and he had kids and stuff. So
Gotcha.
um he was known for just kind of disappearing for like 6 months and then hitting everybody up to hang out for like a day
Right.
and then disappearing again for like another 6 months.
Right.
And back in like probably like March, um he called me one day out of the blue and was like, "Hey, come through, hang out." Um, so I came through, like, we were just talking, catching up, and like out of nowhere, he was just like, "Hey, you want a job?" And I was like, "Doing what?" And he was like, "Probably like help desk or something." And I was like, "Did you just offer me an IT job, knowing damn well I've been trying to get an IT job for
Right.
like
Right.
4 years?" And he just kind of chuckled and he was like, "Yeah, I guess I did."
Right.
Um, so like he warned me, he was like, the process is probably going to take, like it might take, 3, 4 months because,
Right.
they're really slow here, this and that. And um whole process ended up only taking like maybe max like 2 months.
Okay. So
Because
when you
This was March, I started in May.
okay. So when they were
So
interviewing you, like what kind of questions were they asking you and stuff?
so
I know they looked at your resume and stuff, and obviously they
mhm.
like what they saw. So
Yeah, so the job that I do, um, I mainly work with like like programming PLCs.
sure, sure, sure. Hmm.
Um and a lot of what we do is built off of SQL servers, but um, we don't really work too closely with SQL.
Sure,
Um, so like, all right, so for the first interview, um, I I sent my friend my resume,
sure.
and he sent it to his boss, and um, his boss sent me, basically it was like a pre-interview quiz. Basically, it was the one that I had
Yeah,
messaged you about,
yeah.
and they wanted me to basically build PLC logic and make a SQL query doing a
Nice.
couple things. I don't
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
what it wanted me to do.
yeah.
Um or no, he wanted me to like make a script. Um and I'm not gonna lie, I had no experience at all with
Sure,
PLCs in any
sure.
way, shape, or form. PLC logic,
Hmm.
any of that. And I mean, like I was upfront about that with like in the interview. Like I was very like I didn't lie to him. Um and Um, so like as far as that part of the quiz goes, like my friend helped me with that. Like my friend that helped me get the job, because
Cool.
he had already been there for like 2 years. So
Yeah,
he kind of helped me with that. The
yeah,
person who is now my boss was in the first interview. So the first interview was like Zoom, kind of like this.
yeah.
And it was with the person who's my boss and my friend's boss, who we had originally reached out to for the job in the first place.
Gotcha.
And so in the first interview, they were like, "All right, so um, they were like, anything that you get from here was going to be entry level, but it'll be probably either like help desk, um, or it'll be config." And like I started out like thinking I was like going into like help desk,
Okay.
and then um, so the first interview came. Um, it was with, like I said, it was with my current boss and his boss, and it was really, this one was honestly, ironically, the more technical one, because it was with my current boss, who
Gotcha.
honestly is the more technical one of the two.
Gotcha.
So like he really asked me a lot more like the specific questions. He was the one who pointed out, okay, there's errors in the PLC logic, and
All right.
you know, um, my script didn't work. So he was like, yeah, he was those were like the first things that he said. But
Yeah.
um he
Did he ask you any sequel questions?
um as far as like specific technical questions, no, not really.
Okay.
Um I kind of emphasize that it had been a minute since I really worked with it,
Sure.
and having, you know, just refreshed, just like the refresher that I had had trying to do that, that was what I was able to come up with after it
Gotcha.
had been 3 4 years since I
Gotcha.
had really messed with anything with SQL. So, but I did, whenever I was in your class, I did pass that SQL
Yeah.
fundamental
Sure.
certification.
Sure. Sure.
So like I do have that. So that's already on my resume.
Sure.
Um and I'm trying to remember like the technical questions that were asked. A lot of it was more geared towards PLCs really, because that's really
Okay.
what the job is.
Sure.
Um, but at the same time, like I was very, very upfront about the fact that like I had no experience with it.
Gotcha.
But they understood. Because a lot of this job is like, because a lot of this job is geared towards what this company in specific does.
Okay.
It's it's a lot of stuff that, like, regardless of whether I had experience with PLCs or not, a lot of the stuff that I'm going over and learning, like I would have to go over and learn anyway.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of where they like was kind of, I guess, why they didn't really mind bringing me on and also being willing to teach me, because that's another thing. The fact that I was able to utilize my resources, using my friend, using you, because I did mention you in
Sure.
the interview, said that you helped me
Yeah.
on the SQL portion. So the fact that I was able to utilize the resources around me and come up with what I came up with, knowing I hadn't touched SQL in 3 to 4 years
Yeah.
and had zero experience with PLC logic at all or anything but PLCs, the fact that I was able to come up with what I came up with, that was the determining factor,
Nice. Nice.
because I still turned in something for both of them.
Nice. So now I always tell people like when you start applying, you just never know what's out there. Like you just never know like 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 what fish you're gonna catch. A lot of people go in trying to go here, but the fish that they're actually gonna catch is over here, and you're getting
Hmm.
paid too. So yeah, man, like you got yours. Like it was just I don't consider it luck because you still had to apply. You still had to figure out the logic. You still had to call me, text me, your friends or whatever, add all that stuff up together. You still had to have the courage to actually even sit there in the interview, knowing that
Hmm.
hey, look, I don't know this stuff, but but obviously they saw something in you, you know, and that's why you got the job. So dude, kudos to you, man. Like, dude, you're 22, bro. Like, like you're 22. You know what I mean? Like, they know, like, okay, he's young, so like, we're just gonna prime you up from, because you're just young, dude. Like, and that was the one thing,
Yeah.
like, I was kind of nervous about when you first came to me, because you were like 17, 18. I was just like, oh, can't really get around that age. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
but now that you're 22, now it's just gonna just skyrocket from here. So how many hours do you would you say you work a day? Honestly,
8, exactly 8.
now I know you
Oh,
work 8 hours, right? But I'm talking about on the job, right? Like how many hours are you actually working?
uh, not not 8.
Not eight. Definitely not eight. Oh man. So is it definitely better than working? You used to work at where in the mall did you used to work at? It was the
I
ice
never worked
cream
in a No, I never worked in a mall. I worked at a tropical smoothie, and then I
shop.
worked
So
at
you went from tropical smoothie to an office with AC and you chilling, having fun.
because of because of COVID, I got my own office right now. So yeah.
Hey, big boy. Hey, hey. Do you do remote right now or what?
Nah, so that's another thing. So I guess so because again, a lot of this job is like specific to the company and also like I guess just because like we work so close with the EPA, like it's a lot you have to learn.
Yeah.
It's like policy actually. Um they don't really give you much responsibility until you've been there for a year. So
Beautiful.
like I'm
Beautiful.
not gonna be on call for a year. I'm not really
Gotcha.
gonna be sent to travel for anything for about a year. Um, that's kind of give or take because they're like our coworkers that I know of that have
Gotcha.
traveled in less
Yeah.
than a year. But like I can't work from home
Mhm.
um unless like until like I've been there for a year. So at the moment, no, I'm
Okay.
in office. But because of COVID and because things are kind of opening back up, I don't know, they're like adjusting the policies right now to
Gotcha.
I guess give people the option as to whether they would want to work from home like most of the time or work like in office most of the time.
Gotcha.
And I guess they're kind of trying to figure out what
Gotcha.
how that would apply to me, if that applies to me, or if it's just gonna wait until I get the option. I don't know.
So, for all the people who are taking the class right now who are kind of nervous, like like they don't know what's out there, like who are doubting like whether or not they can get any job or they can get a job, whatever it is, like whether or not they're gonna waste their money or whatever. What would you tell them?
It's worth it. Um, um, I, I'll say that.
Smoothie to AC, right?
It's definitely worth it. It was. I mean, obviously, it was stressful going through, but
Sure.
I mean, look, it was worth the effort.
And it's funny, right? Like even after the class, remember, like from time to time, I'll send you a text message, like, "Dude, how's it going?
Mm,
What's going on?" Blah blah blah. I was like, if anybody's gonna get a job, I'm gonna make sure that this dude gets a job, because literally, like, there are a lot of people, like like around your age, like 18, 19 right now, that are coming up. They've never seen anybody like do it before, and you're like my
mhm.
first test case for somebody so young. I don't think I've had any. No, you're officially my youngest to come through the class and actually succeed and get a job. So, man, like kudos to you, man. You did it. You did it yourself. Like I was just there to just kind of just help you along the path. But man, it was all you, bro. All you. Super proud of you, man. Like super proud. So any last words, man? Like, man, you are the man. Any last words for the guys coming up?
It's not gonna seem worth it at the time, but I promise you it is.
With all the projects,
It's
right? All those damn projects
mhm.
that I give out.
Look,
Yeah.
that's one thing I definitely say. Them projects I definitely like. I still, I still look like if anytime I ever have to do anything on Linux, like I still look back to like
Go
them
back to those
projects
projects.
because
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It's like the fun. Like you can't say like going through those projects that I give out. It's like a stamp that okay, boom, all right, I'm worth something. I don't care what anybody says. I'm worth something. I did this. I'm worth something.
hmm
You did it, man, and you picked it up fast, man. Like it was uncanny to be fair. Like I remember a lot of times that in the class, a lot of students were struggling or whatnot, but you would just boom, 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 typing fast. I was like, oh yeah, beautiful. And a lot of times when I'm teaching, like one of the most frustrating things when I'm teaching is when a section of the people get it, but then a section of people absolutely don't get it, and you have to slow everything down. So it's like when
hmm
you when I came across somebody like you, I was just like, oh, it's gonna be an easy 9 weeks. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like it's just I say one time it's good. But unfortunately, it wasn't like that for everybody. But everybody learns at their own pace. But man, kudos to you, Chris. Man, like I'm always here for you, man. Like you did it. You know what I'm saying? And I expect you to just keep going up and up and up and up, and like don't stop. Like just don't stop with this learning thing. Like don't get too comfortable. Like you might want to wait till like
no,
you're like
yeah,
yeah, like till like you're like 23 or whatever. But once you're there, dude, the AWSs and the keep going with the oracles and all that good stuff.
Hmm.
But dude, you're fine, man. You're good to go, man. Like, don't get married, chill out. Like, wait on that. You know what I mean? But man, like, kudos to you, man. You did it, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, boss. I'm signing out, man. But you know my number. You got my number. Anytime you want to reach me, man, hit me up.
Yep, I got you, man.
Okay, Chris. Talk to you soon.
All right. Yep, you
All right,
too.
all right, boss. Bye.
Cool.